I gained a lot of holiday weight. I'm hoping to get rid of this like pooch. Ooh. Konnichiwa minasan, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Reina Scully, coming to you from Japan. And in today's video, I wanted to share what my 3-day fast/cleanse journey was like with you. But first and foremost, an important disclaimer: I do not recommend fasting to most people. Everyone's psychology and physiology is very different, and therefore this may not necessarily be healthy for everyone. If you are interested, you should do a lot of research, maybe consult a doctor or someone that has a lot of experience with this if you want to give it a shot, and also remind yourself that you could stop at any time and just eat something. I have some experience with fasting, and I'm generally a very healthy person, so I am a good candidate for something like this. Also, I was only able to do this because we're still in a pandemic world where I'm allowed to just be at home for 3 straight days. I would not have done this if I had to go out for work or out for any reason at all. This timing just happened to work out. So I did this cleanse/fast as a personal experiment. I wanted to see if I could noticeably improve my gut health, control my bloating, and I also wanted to see if mental clarity was possible to achieve during this fast. There's a lot of research on how fasting can potentially lead to cognitive improvements and mental acuity, so I was really curious to see if that could really happen. I also wanted to reset my body because I have been drinking a lot and eating a lot of junk food for comfort over the last few months, and that's just so not good for you. I have been so sluggish and just so bloated and icky. I didn't really do this with the intention of wanting to lose a lot of weight really quickly. That's really more of a bonus. It's also the easiest way to convey visually that my body went through changes, like whether it's showing you numbers on a scale or like literally showing you before and after photos. This video is sponsored by Ars Koso, which is an all-natural Japanese fermented beverage cleanse. I drank this throughout my 3 days to keep my blood sugar from plummeting, and I know I keep saying fast, but it is more of a cleanse since I abstained from food and beverages other than this and water. The best part about Ars Koso is that you don't have to use it as a cleanse at all. You could actually just take a little bit of it every single day, kind of like a daily supplement with your breakfast, and it can casually improve your gut health that way as well. You can learn more about it by clicking the link in my description below, and if you're interested in trying Ars Koso out for yourself, use my coupon code REINA10 for 10% off. And now, here is what my 3-day cleanse was like. Ohayou gozaimasu! Welcome to day 1 of my cleanse/fast. I haven't even opened the product yet because I wanted to take some before pictures to document if there are any visual changes that may or may not happen with my body, and maybe I'll use it as a thumbnail. Not quite sure yet, but so far so good. I actually feel really normal, mainly because I oftentimes skip breakfast and I also do intermittent fasting sometimes, so this isn't really out of the ordinary for me, so I better feel fine. The only thing that's different is I haven't had coffee, and I'm actually gonna try to not have coffee throughout the next 3 days because although coffee does assist in other types of cleanses, this one is meant to improve your gut health and to kind of relax your stomach, and coffee does not help with that. So yeah, I'm gonna try to go without coffee for the next 72 hours. I've had coffee at least twice a day for the last 10 years, so I do not know how my body is going to react, but I guess that is the whole point of documenting this, so I can see what happens to me. I am slightly afraid of getting a migraine, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, let's take some photos. So this is my setup. I have a mirror for myself, and then here's my phone that I'm gonna use to take photos. And yeah, I figured this would be a good space to be doing that. Yeah, I gained a lot of holiday weight, so I'm hoping that on top of just overall improving my gut health and maybe like mental clarity and stuff, I'm hoping to get rid of this like pooch. Ooh. This is my starting weight. Oh no! Let's see if we can get that down. Now let's go try this out finally. All right, it says here right on the box that for the cleanse, you're supposed to mix 30 milliliters of this or an ounce of this with a half a cup of water, sparkling water or filtered water, and drink it 5 times a day. Okay. Oh, it comes with a little measuring cup. That's very useful. Ta-da! It just smells like plum wine. It smells good. Oh, I didn't know it was syrupy. Whoop. Today I'm going to be using sparkling water. Okay, please don't spill. Oh. No, I'm gonna have to give it a shake. That should be enough. The moment of truth. Taste test time. Itadakimasu. It's really tasty. It just tastes like a slightly vinegary drink, like a very yummy apple cider vinegar, but it's sweeter than that. So it's just like a regular nice beverage. This is very doable. I thought it was gonna taste really scary. So instead of chugging this in one go, I think I'm gonna take sips of it throughout the hour so that my blood sugar doesn't spike. And yeah, we'll see how I feel in a few hours. I am unfortunately very busy today with surprise work. And normally when that happens, I drink a lot of coffee to get it all done as quickly as possible. But again, no coffee today, so we'll see. Okay, why is this happening to me? So today I have to make this like little fried chicken blurb for First We Feast, and I have to look at all this delicious fried chicken. Meanwhile, I can only have this. Why? Today, why? I completely lost track of time. It is now a little after 3, so I'm going to have a late lunch, and I feel pretty good. If I hadn't looked at all of those delicious fried chicken pictures, I'd probably be a little better. I feel very assaulted by delicious looking food, but yeah, still pretty good, still okay. I'm just boiling some water right now. That's that sound you hear, and I'm gonna try drinking this with warm water. So I say warm because you're not supposed to mix this in with boiling hot water because it kills the prebiotics and postbiotics and probiotics inside of it. So warm water is what you're supposed to mix it with, and I think that's perfect for now because it's getting a lot colder, so I want something nice and warm to drink. So I already have some cold water in there, and I'm going to add the hot water so that I can bring it to a nice perfect temperature. Ooh, I almost missed! It's really hard seeing this through a lens. I'm really sorry the lighting keeps changing. I had to turn all the lights on in my kitchen because it's actually already getting dark. But anyway, itadakimasu. Ooh, it's delicious. It now tastes like a honey lemon tea. Since I'm taking a short break from work, I thought I'd read you some of the ingredients that are in this because I'm really curious as well. Let's see, 100 plus ingredients.
Cabbage, napa cabbage, lettuce, asparagus, broccoli, canola flower, celery, cauliflower, Japanese mustard, spinach, bok choy, taro stem, crown daisy, chicha lettuce, parsley sprouts, perilla, fruit, vegetables, mixed cucumber, waxwork, tomato, eggplant, bitter squash.
That's a lot of stuff. So it is already past 9 p.m. I'm done with work, and Mike came home from work as well. He's been home for a little while now. He ate dinner in front of me, and I didn't want to rip his face off, so I'd say I'm doing pretty well. I'm about to have my last dose for the day, and let's see, how do I feel? I guess I'm a little hungry, but I felt a lot worse earlier when I was staring at the fried chicken pictures. Really not bad at all. I think the only thing that concerns me today is that I didn't poo, which is weird because I still ate dinner last night. So where did that go? So I'm trying to think of any other differences that I can notice about my body. So far I don't feel too much of anything except lately I've been very bloated, and I think maybe I'm not so bloated today because my ring feels very loose on me. Lately it's been getting kind of stuck on me, but right now if I like shake it hard enough, I feel like it's gonna fling off. So yeah, I don't know if that's something that's gonna last. But yeah, that's quite different, but that's really it. And on that note, that is the end of day one. I'm going to now watch a movie and relax with Mike, sip on my dinner, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. I know it's hard to hear me, but this is absolutely the worst experience of this whole part. I have to make bento for my husband, and this chicken smells so good. Ugh. Not my best, but I'm pretty sure Mike is gonna enjoy it. This is some spinach and rice, and I made some curry korokke, cherry tomatoes, and this is the chicken I showed you before. I think the weirdest thing in all of this is not being able to taste the food you're making for someone else as the cook. But yeah, I'm just praying that it marinated well. Whoa, not bad for day 2. So what is that, like half a kilogram? So 500 grams in a day. I know that doesn't sound like a lot. What's that in pounds? Aratamete, ohayou gozaimasu. It is day 2 of my little fast challenge, and I'm actually feeling really good. I really thought that on the second day I would lose my mind and that I would break. But surprisingly, I don't know, I don't have that many cravings. I would say that the only times I'm kind of bananas is when I see food or if I smell it. So this morning when I was making Mike's bento, it was a little bit rough. The only tough part was not being able to taste the food that I was serving him, but also whenever I cook bento for him every morning, I take like little pieces that are strays, you know, like an extra tomato that didn't fit in the bento, so like I'll eat it, or like a little bit of rice that didn't fit like cleanly in the bed of the bento, so I eat it. I couldn't do that today, and it was almost like habit. I almost went in for them, but I didn't. I was very good, and I actually still haven't had the koso drink yet, so I guess I'll go do that now. I really enjoyed it as a warm beverage, so I think that's what I'm gonna do now as well. Oops, I think this might be a little bit too hot. I don't know, maybe. What do you think? What do you think, Ume? She looks like she's about to say something and then she doesn't. Nani? Right? Oh, oh! Oh, there it is! What a cute meow. So I'm drinking 3 of these a day, essentially to replace my meals. Once for breakfast, once for lunch, and once for dinner. You're actually allowed to drink up to 5 of these in a day. I just thought you should know in case you're trying this and you feel like you need a few more calories to have more energy. I am, again, very surprised that I'm still totally fine right now. I'm actually more shocked that I'm not having an adverse reaction to caffeine withdrawal, because that was actually my biggest concern. Yeah, I'm like really addicted to coffee, and I now haven't had it in over 30 hours. Pretty cool. I feel fine. And I know that sounded sarcastic. I actually really do feel totally fine. Although now I am slightly afraid I jinxed myself. But all right, we'll see how day 2 goes. And now I am going to actually start my day. I'm gonna do a little bit of laundry, and then I have a lot of editing to do, so I'll check back in with you probably around lunchtime, or if I have anything to report, like if my body starts feeling any differently. Oh, I forgot. There is one more thing I wanted to talk about, which might be kind of gross, but I don't really care. I pooped today for the first time in a while. And it was like little tiny rabbit pellet poops, but yeah, it felt really good. I was kind of hoping that I would be able to dump out. I don't know why. I thought like maybe doing the cleanse and the fast would make my, I guess, like digestive system work at its like optimal rate or something, and I was expecting like a huge dump out. That hasn't happened. I don't like little rabbit pellet poops, but yeah. My mind is completely blown. I had no idea that a human can survive up to 2 months without food as long as there's access to adequate water intake. I have no idea where I learned this, but when I was a kid, I was taught that the human body has a rule of 3, where if these conditions are met, you die. And it's 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, and 3 minutes without oxygen. But clearly we're fine. Now saying it out loud as an adult, it does sound a little bit hoaxy, but I don't know, where would I have learned that? It sounded really true at the time. So it is lunchtime right now. I have my lunch right here, and I actually feel really fine. This isn't a water fast where I'm only drinking water this whole time. There are some calories in this, so that's probably why I don't have like a massive headache or I feel rather energetic. I have noticed though, in the couple hours that I've been up here working, that every time I get up to go to the bathroom or get a glass of water, I feel a little floaty, which is, I know, such like a strange adjective. I don't know how else to describe it, but I'm not in a daze or anything, and I don't feel sick, but I just kind of feel like I'm going through the motions. I'm really sorry, I don't know how to explain it. I feel floaty. So it's about 2:40 right now, and I'm noticing something a little weird. I'm having a really hard time concentrating. I can't seem to focus and get tasks done. I'm at a point in my edit right now where it's very mechanical, so that part is going okay. I seem to be able to just like make sense of what to cut, what not to cut, what to add in, blah, blah, blah. However, I'm having a really, really tough time with landing on creative things. Like even the most simplest thing, like choosing what font to use and the placement of it in the screen and like how it should aesthetically be pleasing or whatever. I can't land on anything and nothing is really clicking. This happens to me quite often, so whenever this happens, I normally take a break and I drink a cup of coffee or I have a little snack or something, and maybe I should just like take a break and not look at this for a short while, like maybe 20 minutes or so. But not being able to have coffee or a snack, I think, is also messing with me. I keep thinking about it. I feel like I have this kind of subconscious obsession with food, and knowing that I can't have it makes me really actively not try to think about it, but obviously that makes it worse. And maybe that's why I can't focus and concentrate. I don't know. I'm trudging along little by little. But even the mechanical stuff I was talking about before, I can do it, but it's definitely not as fast as I normally can. And I don't know. I don't know if that is just the day. I don't know if it's just like just that kind of day where I'm not great at editing, or if it's from not having eaten food in over 2 days. I'm not sure, but it hasn't been over 2 days. I think I can't, oh my god, I like cannot do clock math right now. I can't do time math. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna take a short break. Okay. Oh no, I actually don't really feel very good. It's really hard to describe. It feels like I'm about to have a headache. I'm about to get a headache, but then it doesn't happen. I also still feel very floaty, like I described before. You know what it is? The weird like pre-headache thing? It feels like a pressure, but not quite a headache. I'm gonna lay down for like 10 minutes or so. Fuck. I'm trying so hard to get comfortable on this couch, but my cat will not leave me alone. Come on, I don't feel good. Let me lay down in peace without you making biscuits on me. You know what, actually? I feel a lot better already. Is it you? Are you healing me? Okay, I'm still gonna like close my eyes for a few minutes. Hopefully I'll be like fully well after that. Right, Pete? Oh my god, please don't kiss me. No. I just napped for way longer than I should have. It was definitely over an hour. And I guess that kind of makes sense because I didn't sleep that well last night, as energetic as I was this morning. Yeah, I don't think I slept very deeply last night. So the nap made sense. However, I'm really disappointed in myself that I couldn't wake up within like 20 minutes, like a power nap, because now I think my sleep cycle is all messed up and it's going to be such hell if I can't get to sleep tonight, especially with how hungry I am. The nap helped. I don't feel as weird as I did before, but I don't know. I did hear that the second day is always the worst, like across the board for everyone. So this totally makes sense. But again, I do feel a little bit better, so I'm going to have some dinner and maybe that'll make me feel even better. Since I napped for so long, I'm gonna get back to work. I was supposed to just take a little break from work, but that did not work out. So I think this is gonna be it for day 2. Really surprised that I felt so strange in the middle of the day. I feel pretty okay now, but that pressure is still a little bit there. I woke up this morning being like, everything's fine, I can do this. And now I'm like, oh no. I think the one thing I did very right today was I barely opened up Instagram. I follow a lot of food pages, so I would have been bombarded with scroll after scroll of delicious food, and that would have driven me even more crazy today. But I do find myself obsessing over food. I keep thinking about, okay, what's the first fat meal I'm gonna have? Because when you exit out of a cleanse or a fast, you have to go slowly with food. You have to eat like oatmeal and food that's gentle for you, and not dive right in with like McDonald's. But I keep thinking about all this like ridiculous fatty, greasy, juicy stuff that I want to eat, and I feel like I'm forming this really, I don't know, unhealthy obsession with my first meal. I want to eat fried chicken so badly, or like loaded French fries, or I'm like, maybe I'll go to Moss Burger and get a chili cheese dog. Oh my god. And then I'm also thinking about wanting to go to 7-Eleven, the Combini here, and getting like 15 different sandwiches. So bad. It's weird. I actually normally don't like bread that much. I much prefer rice, but I'm fantasizing about meat in between bread. So weird. Anyway, I am going to end it here. Good night. I will see you tomorrow morning. And this is day 3's weigh-in. Wow. Ohayo gozaimasu! It is day 3, the final day of this cleanse. I'm so excited. As you can see, I woke up very, very happy, healthy, and totally fine. I feel great. I was able to go to bed really smoothly last night, and I stayed asleep pretty much the whole time. I went to the bathroom like twice, but that's really it. But yeah, I feel really good. Very different from yesterday. Although I guess it could take a turn the way it took a turn yesterday. I'm not quite sure, but fingers crossed that I feel this good throughout the whole day. It is already a little bit past 10 a.m., so I already had my morning dose. And now I think I'm going to get to work, and I will check in with you maybe around lunchtime when I have my second dose. Okay, I really lost track of time again, and now it is well past 4 o'clock. So I'm gonna have my late lunch now. And I actually think this might work out because originally I was gonna see if I could last until tomorrow morning. Like I was gonna have my last dose at around like 8 or so tonight, which is technically when my 72-hour fast ends. But I wanted to see if I can get to tomorrow morning, but honestly, I have been obsessing over food for the last couple hours. I've been working, and that's why I lost track of time, but I can't seem to focus again. Like, I'm physically fine, I feel okay, and it's strange because my stomach isn't what's telling me that I'm hungry, it's my brain. It's very, very cerebral how much I want food. So I can't get it out of my head, and therefore I had a really hard time focusing, which is why it took so long for me to work. But instead of fighting it, I think I'm just gonna succumb and actually legitimately plan out what I'm gonna eat tonight at 8 p.m., which is, like I said, exactly when my 72-hour fast will end. It's honestly so exciting just thinking about food. I was originally gonna go with something like bananas and a little bit of oatmeal, but I really want something savory. So I've been trying to like come up with what would make sense. The moment I try to think of something savory, I immediately go to something like really greasy and nasty, which you can't do. You cannot just dive back in to food like that. You have to really ease your body back in. So it needs to be something really gentle, kind of like chicken broth, I guess, would be a really good idea. But I don't think I have any chicken to make chicken soup with. I don't know. I'm gonna think about that while I drink my, I guess now would be my last dose of the kolso, because I'm not gonna be taking any tonight since I'm gonna be eating solid food. So this is my last kolso dose before I get to eat solid food tonight. Okay, itadakimasu. So let's think about what my first meal is going to be. I like the chicken broth idea because, again, I want something savory, but I'm wondering, like, just chicken broth isn't enough. I want something that I can chew on. I'm thinking, actually, how about I make rice porridge with chicken broth? Oh my God, that sounds so good. And it'll be like really gentle for my tummy, so I don't think I'll shock my system too badly. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then maybe I'll have like peanut butter and banana for dessert. Oh my God, just thinking about that is so exciting. I'm drooling just thinking about simple rice porridge and peanut butter and banana. Oh my God, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what's happening. All right, I'm gonna start cooking the rice now so that it'll be ready for me tonight in 4 hours. I can't believe this ends in 4 hours. I just realized I should probably take some after pictures now because, again, I was going to wait until tomorrow morning and that's when I was gonna take the after pictures, but I guess I should do it now because I'm gonna eat. I was originally gonna do it tomorrow morning, hoping that I would last another night, but you know I won't. I'm already making the rice. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go take those after pictures now, and I guess I'll do my final weigh-in. And yeah, just so we have something to compare from the very beginning of this fast. Okay, let's do that now. I'm gonna go change really quickly because I think I should be wearing the same thing I was wearing 2 days ago. So yeah, hold on a minute. Okay, so I don't think there's visually too much of a difference from the before picture, but let's take it anyway. The lighting is super different from when I originally took this, so you're just gonna have to bear with that super bright light in the background. But okay, let's do it. So I'm kind of amazed right now. I didn't think you'd be able to see a very clear before and after, but you can. Let me put these pictures up on the actual screen right now. So this is the before and the before from the side. And this is my after. I cannot believe, wow. Okay then. And this is the final weigh-in. I cannot believe it. Oh my God. I am highly impressed with the physical changes. But now I guess all that's left to show you is my reaction to food in about 4 hours. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Now that I've decided and I know for sure that I'm eating tonight, I could not help myself, so I started making my rice porridge. I added some spinach in there, and also this is a lot more water than I would normally use. And I know before I kept saying chicken broth, but what I meant to say is torigara, which is basically like a chicken bouillon. And here is my dessert. It's peanut butter and bananas. Oh my God, I cannot wait. Just the smell of the peanut butter is like driving me completely crazy. Oh. Ah! It's time! My first meal in 72 hours. Oh my God. Itadakimasu! It's so good! Mike! It's so good! Should I be careful? Should I eat it slowly? I can't. Oh my God. I can't. I feel like I should slow down, but I can't. Oh my God. Doesn't matter. I don't know if this was such a good idea. Maybe I should have gone with just bananas to begin with, but with the peanut butter. Oh, it tastes so much sweeter than I remember. Okay, I gotta eat another one. No, I gotta slow down. Wait, I'm okay, right? In conclusion, everything I went through was exactly what it was like in the literature. I felt pretty bad on day 2 and then suddenly felt so much better on day 3, where I was mentally craving food but not physically starving, which was such an interesting sensation. I can't really describe it. I unfortunately did not experience the mental clarity I was hoping for. Perhaps you have to do it for a little longer, or maybe you have to meditate or something. I didn't feel the need to meditate. I just went about my day as I normally would, and I was rather fine. But yeah, I don't quite know. I also guess I wouldn't know how I would test such a thing. Like, should I have taken an IQ test beforehand and then taken an IQ test in the middle of it or something? Or maybe I should have measured how quickly it takes for me to read a chapter of one of my books. I don't know. And it's only been a day, so I can't say for sure, but my gut feels great. Everything is moving the way it should be. The 2 major noticeable differences are my lack of bloating and my slight weight loss. Getting rid of the bloating was fantastic. It feels so good. I think my body forgot what it was like to not be bloated. So personally, this as a detox worked out perfectly. I feel so much better. And I'm also hoping that some good habits last. Remember, you have to ease your body back and reintroduce food very slowly. So right now I'm eating very simply and very health consciously, and those are the habits that I'm hoping will continue. So as I mentioned in the very beginning of this video, I was eating for comfort for the last few months, and I just could not stop, regardless of how icky or sluggish I felt. So this served as a very nice reset point for me. I'm obviously still going to eat the food that I love, and I'm even gonna keep eating junk food, but hopefully it won't be such a mental crutch anymore. Anyway, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments if you've ever tried a cleanse or a fast before, what your experience was like, or if you are interested and why. Please like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. 손자 맞다네!